Okay, a bit about my journey. I started off when I was about 16 or 17 working for a bridal house in Melbourne, and it soon became very aware to me that that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be in fashion. I almost chose graphic design, but then I really became aware of my struggles getting dressed as an early teen. I remember going shopping with my mum, who's here today, and struggling to find clothes for a girl that is about to enter her teens, and it was a real struggle. I found myself having to go into men's stores to find pants that fit, and it really became difficult becoming feminine because I didn't have that option to get dressed in pretty things. So that was the start. I knew I had to change something, and I was fortunate enough to be creative. I feel it's in my blood, and I felt from a very early age that it was my duty to bring something to the world that is going to help people and help women. The struggle is actually real, and we think fashion, people don't take it seriously, but we are getting dressed every morning, and it's how we present ourselves to the world. We can do all the inner work, but if we don't have something to back us up when we leave the house, it's really hard to continue on with the day to be positive. And I really feel like the clothes that you put on sets the tone for the day. And if you don't have the options, how are you meant to do that? So that's where it all began. It began with a struggle, and I started, and here I am right now. So it's been challenging, but it's also been exciting because I've gotten to do so many wonderful things.
And as a businesswoman, in this industry, you really have championed everyone of all sizes to really be empowered and show up and just really be the best version of themselves. And we really take our hat off to you. On a daily basis, all your clients, with your social media platform, with Queen of Curves, really give that confidence to your audience.
Yeah, so thank you. I try.
We all love fashion. We want to look nice. We want to dress for ourselves.
Yeah.
And that's a struggle for anyone of any size and shape.
Absolutely.
But particularly in that plus size arena, we still want to look nice,
Absolutely. And I think society and the way we've been brought up is we've had this pin-up girl, and we've had, the way that we should look. I didn't see me on the cover of magazines when I was young. I still don't enough. There definitely needs a change, and it's slowly happening, but it's still very frowned upon to sit in that 14 plus category, which the average woman now is a 16 plus. It's the days of being an 8 to 10 have certainly disappeared, but it's like the rest of the world isn't really catching up fast enough, and that all leads to other things like mental health issues, especially for young girls now. I don't have any children, but I can see the effect that it's having on others, and the strive for perfection. You don't need to be perfect, but we're sold this beauty idea that we need to be a certain way, and we're just not. Everyone's individual, which is a beautiful thing.
Your pieces are known for making women feel confident, empowered at special times in their lives. What is a design philosophy when it comes to designing and dressing individuals with all shapes and sizes, which really we've touched on basically?
Yeah.
But when you've designed that beautiful piece of couture for someone who has walked into your studio that's been really not feeling confident in their own skin. I'll be honest, I'm not one that wears dresses for one.
Yeah.
So if I came into your studio, I would be very uncomfortable and lacking in confidence.
Yeah.
And I'm sure a lot of women come to you feeling like that.
Yeah, they do.
And what's your design sort of process with anyone, I guess, that comes to you?
First of all, and the most important bit is, obviously I sit with them, but I listen to them. I listen to what they're saying to me, and 9 times out of 10 it is, I don't feel good in my skin. I'm not happy. I feel disgusting. Like, these are genuinely the comments that I get. You know, I'm too afraid to show who I am. I've never worn something beautiful before. I don't deserve to be dressed beautifully. Like, these are the things that they say. So I sit down, and it's really important for me to listen, really listen carefully to what they're saying. Because they're telling me that they want help. They want to feel amazing. And then it's my duty to give them that. So I will sit down with them. Obviously, they come to me for my design skill, but I want to work with my clients. So I listen to what they love. I'm not going to put them in something that's not going to be beneficial for them. I know a lot of stylists will, you know, this is what you should be wearing, this is the colour that you should be wearing. If you want to wear yellow, but it doesn't really look great on you, but you have a passion for yellow, I'm not going to put you in another colour. I'm going to make it work for you. So I really do my best to get the best out of every person's shape, size, whatever, and their personality, because it's my job to bring them to life. It's my job to give them a preview of who they actually really are. And that's it. And the most rewarding thing is when they do put the garment on, they're standing in the mirror and they've seen themselves really for the first time ever. They have a waist. Everyone has a waist. Everyone has beautiful hips. Like, it's just that everyone's different, but we all have those things. And when they see it for the first time, it seriously is the most insane feeling as a designer in this fashion world to see how much you've helped someone. It's not just clothes, it's beyond the cloth. It really is. When I met her, she came in and she wanted something. We spoke over the phone, actually. We spoke over the phone. I actually hadn't met her yet. Someone referred her to me. We had a chat. I remember exactly where I was. And we've built this beautiful relationship, that hence why she's here today. You've probably changed my life more than I've changed yours. She came in and hadn't really had something made before. A little bit shy, not so confident. But as we've gone on and having the fitting process, she had a couple of fittings. I can tell you the last fitting that she was elated. Like, she was so blown away by what she was putting on, and it wasn't even the dress yet. It was just still in calico, semi-calico stage. But the transformation I've seen in her, just as a person, not even about the fashion, because of what I've been able to provide her, has been life-changing for me. I'm sure it has been for you, but I'm so lucky actually to be able to do that. It's actually, I'm so grateful, because not many people get to do that. And like I said before, in this fashion world, it is nasty. It is nasty. I'm not even going to try and sugarcoat it. And it's experiences like that that make it worth it every day. Like this. Sometimes like this. I'm going to be honest. I might cry as well. It's hard. There's a real challenge, especially as a woman in business. You're up against so many, and fashion's another level. Like, you are constantly in comparison mode. I really try hard these days not to be comparing myself, because I'm starting to learn my own worth.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is the basis for everything, and I'm only learning that this year, that self-worth equals everything. If you don't start with it, it is going to destroy you. You'll get walked over, you'll let people take advantage of you, and I've really had to learn that, and that has been the biggest struggle for me, is self-worth. I didn't think I was worth it when I was a kid, and up until, I can honestly say maybe this year, the start, is when I really started to notice I'm actually valuable, and that changed everything. I've had days where I've had nothing, like literally nothing. No confidence, no money, no will to go on. And it's because of a beautiful supportive network that I have is where I'm still standing. And I think that's an important thing in business as well, is to have the right people in your team. And I'm talking about friendship groups, I'm talking about family, because some family doesn't want you to win. Not everyone wants you to win. And that is a massive lesson for me as well. To really, you don't have to drive them out completely, but at a distance, have them, because I can tell you jealousy, and that plays a massive part. And it can, like I said, it can destroy you. So I've really learned this year that self-worth is key. Drive out what's not serving you, and take note of what you've actually achieved up to date, because he knows in the front that I don't celebrate my wins. And if there's one piece of advice I could give to anyone now, anyone that's starting, is to celebrate every win, even if it's tiny, because you'll go on, I'm always chasing the next thing. What have I got to do next? What's the next job? And I don't sit in that, shit, I just did that. I just created that. And 15 years later, I'm looking back going, why did I not stop for 1 minute and go, shit, I created that from nothing? That, like, I never said that I'm proud of that. And that has been a soul destroyer. So anything that you're doing, ladies, is everything. You're coming up with something from nothing. Like, think about that. It's an idea. I'm sure every single one of you are doing that right now. You've got an idea, you're going for it, you're starting with zero and you're building it into something, which I just think is actually incredible. But you can't actually make anyone change their mind. They've got to want to do it for themselves. But something that I would like to see I don't actually like the term plus size, because I believe we're just us and we're just a size. There's no segregation, which that annoys me so much, but that's another day. another full day of discussions. I cannot put up with online stores only for the bigger sizes.
Hate it.
We actually need to try the stuff on. And I know it's a money game, but some of these companies actually have the money to do so. And I get it, because every marketing division or every company has their own structure and the way they want to do things, but we really need more of that. There's nothing worse than, oh, it's available on our online store.
Yeah.
No, I'm here to try it on because I have bits, and I need to see how it works. Who the hell, like, I know I'm so bad at returning. I've got a return.
I think we all do.
With the damn tags on it, because I don't want to return. I don't want to go to the post office and fill that form out.
I want to go into a store and feel valued.
Yeah.
And I think we all do.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter of the size. We want to be able to go into a store and be seen and be valued and actually have some service.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we need service. Service needs to be on the up. There's a couple of stores that I have to go to, and I wish there was more. That's why I'm trying to change that. But it's a hard job to do on your own. But if it's one thing, it's the online thing. It's like, just have those sizes available in store so we can actually try them on. The other thing I'd love to see is people stop comparing. I know that's so hard because it starts there. I know if I didn't compare myself most days, I would be doing even more than I'm already doing. I let that stop myself. So I'd love to see women accelerate beyond judgment. My next step, I don't know, it changes daily, changes weekly. I'm a foodie, I'd love to do something in food. I used to do these food tours that were awesome, and I've been thinking about getting that back up and running. I want to continue to leave a legacy in fashion. I just want women to know that they are worth something. They're worth everything. The world doesn't operate without us. Sorry, Deb. But it doesn't. We're the backbone of so many things, and I think we forget it. And like I said, I'm not a mum. I haven't had children, but every single person in my life is a mum. And I just watch them and I think, don't forget about yourself either. It's so important to not forget you. I know you've got other priorities, but don't forget the essence of who you are, because you're more than that. You're known to be more than that. So that's also, something else that I want to share, but if I can just spread more self-worth to women, that would make me so happy. And I need that for me. So what I'm saying to you is actually what I need as well. And I can honestly say I lack in it, but I'm trying every day. I get up and I've had epic meltdowns. I'm not good enough, I'm ugly, like all those things. I don't care what anyone says, we've all had that thought, and it's from the minute we wake up. And to be able to eliminate some of that, just to be able to have a good day, would be everything for me, to be able to pass on to every woman and to provide them obviously with stylish, amazing clothing to wear and feel confident and unstoppable in, because every person deserves it. Every person deserves a power suit. Who have I dressed? Oh God, all the celebs, like I've dressed Rebecca Madden, Georgie Coghlan, I've dressed Tamara Braxton, who's Tony Braxton's sister. I've done Lily Allen. Oh my goodness.
The brown logo. I love the brown logo.
Oh yeah, Delta, Casey Donovan.
And didn't you go to LA for something?
Shit, I forget. And I am grateful because it's put me on, a global stage. It's gotten me overseas. I'm not saying I'm not grateful, but it's not everything.
But it gives you the platform.
It gives me the
to
platform.
be who you are and to keep growing the business.
Absolutely, but it's my clients at home that give me the essence and the confidence to go on.
And the joy.
And the joy. There's a real joy in it. Yeah, most days. Because like I said, there's been plenty of days where I don't think what I do is making a difference. And that's real. But it's just getting up and trying and going, you know what? My magic question is, what is the absolute worst that can happen? Like if someone doesn't get a gown, what is actually the worst thing that's going to happen? They might say something bad, okay, tomorrow we get over it. If I don't pay something on time, is the world going to fall apart? No. So I really just try to ask myself that. What is the worst possible outcome that's going to happen? And then go from there. Maybe a pencil skirt if you're into it, a couple of blazers. That is your foundation. You can bring that you can go to work in it. You can change up a blazer and be okay for the night time. So a capsule collection I think is actually epic. I think it's definitely needed. And then having that one wow piece, if you can find it, I think just ties the whole collection, a whole capsule together. It's definitely needed. I think it's a great concept, and I would encourage everyone to definitely have a basic collection, because you can dress it up with accessories. Accessories are my friend.
A myth around going and seeing a designer is it's really expensive.
Yeah.
How affordable is it to come and see you?
Oh, I think that we're wrapping it up.
Sorry.
Okay, depends how much do you want to invest in yourself. I always say it's an investment. People do come and go, oh, you're expensive. Well, I can tell you.
Worth it.
Yeah, all the
I am worth it. I've spent 15 to 20 years making mistakes that have cost me hundreds of thousands of dollars. So, when I'm charging $5,000 for a custom made whatever, you're not just getting that product, you're getting all my mistakes that aren't going to be passed on to you. You're going to get my experience, you're going to get me doing it once and not 7 times, because I know well, I claim to know. But it's an investment, and until I actually, because I have these money talks to myself, where it costs too much, it's too expensive. It is an investment in you and your future. Everything is an investment. Don't think of it as an expense, but you have these couture pieces. They don't last. It's not fast fashion. It's slow, sustainable, forever fashion. If you buy a piece from me, it's going to last. If you look after it. But it's worth every penny. To have something custom made, there's no other feeling. You feel, it's your turn to shine. You feel like a celebrity because you're getting, someone's coming to you, they're fitting every point of your body, and every minute spent on that is money. But it's money going back into you, so it is an investment. And if you think about it, over 5 years, you can have a if I made you a blazer, you'd have that for 5, 6, 7 years. How do you work out the cost of that?
Yeah.
It's actually, it's cheap. Believe in yourself. I know it's so cliche, but just believe in everything you're doing, because you are making a difference. It doesn't matter how small or big you think you are making a difference every day to yourself, to your family, to your children. Keep going, no matter what the challenge is. And just remember your worth, and you belong here, and everything that you're doing is everything, and you're paving the way. Happy International.
Yes,